So I'm going to talk to you about Bloop. I'm going to talk for probably 5 or 6 minutes, and then I'll let you punt your questions at me because I'm not too sure how to direct this talk. So I'm going to sort of cover the product angle, and if you've got questions about sort of the business or the marketing or the sales, whatever, throw your questions at me. So Bloop, this is being projected from the projector right now, but it's mainly a mobile application that works on your phone. Now it doesn't work just for iPhones, it's an works in your internet browser. So on your phone you go to www.getbloop.com, and if your phone's able to go there, it'll work. We have a special iPhone app and stuff in the works. For anyone who doesn't have a phone and wants to try it out anyway, it's actually sitting on this computer here, not being projected onto the screen, so you can sign in and use it. So Bloop is an application for professional events. There's this one big problem with events and conferences when you're coming along to meet people, and that's you've got this whole crowd of people and you've no idea who anyone is, or you know, it's so easy to get stuck speaking to the people that you already know. For example, like I'm new here today, I know 2 or 3 people and I've pretty much just spoken to those people and I have no idea who anyone else is. So there's a lot to sort of say around that, how everyone's getting into LinkedIn and social networking and emails and Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff, and the more and more and more we get into that, the harder and harder and harder it is to actually keep with face-to-face conversations. Like I've been to conferences all around the country and people are just sitting on their laptop talking the whole time. Like nobody's speaking to anyone, they're just having their own, you know, Twitter conversations and Facebook messages and whatever everywhere. And it's kind of shocking walking around just not being able to speak to anyone. So we made Bloop as a way to fix this. So Bloop, the first thing you do with Bloop is you sign in with whatever existing profile you already have online. So that might be your Twitter profile, your Facebook profile, or your LinkedIn profile. It's already got your name and your photo attached to it, so you don't need to do all that again. So you first sign in with whatever it is. See, James Schumark has just checked in. You sign in with your name and profile, and you check into the event you're at. So you'll see on the events page, one of the events is the Business Grapevine. And you check in here, and now you can suddenly see everyone else who's checked in at this location. And it's quite surreal to sort of be standing around a group of people looking at a list of those people, their names and their faces and sort of what they do. And it suddenly answers that problem for us. When you're kind of looking at a room of empty faces, you're now looking at a room of names and professions and interests. So that's one cool bit. Goes a little bit more. This started with the premise that we spend far too much time glued to our computers. We spend too much time in our inbox on Facebook and on Twitter. So one of the things Bloop tries to do is make it about the face-to-face conversation. This isn't the case of instant messaging on your phone where, you know, I'm pinging Gail Fitzpatrick over here and like we're speaking, you know, on our devices. It's not about that. It's about knowing who Gail is, what she's interested in talking about, then putting our phones away and having a conversation. So you'll see if you've checked in, and what these things over here are is we call them bubbles. They're a bit like a conversation, but the actual conversation is taking place offline. So you're able to see what the conversation is about, who the person who started it is, and who others are in that conversation. So you check into an event and you can see all these bubbles inside this event, which is things that people are talking about or they're interested in speaking about. You can see their name, their photo, and you can see others who've joined around this conversation. And that's it. You can do a little bit of commenting inside bubbles. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to spot the person's photo from their face in the photo. So you leave a comment like, where are you? Are you over near the door? And at some of the other events, that's been quite a useful addition in finding like, are you the guy in the red jacket or are you the guy in the blue jacket? And that's it. And we've used this at Edinburgh University, at Tech Meetup, at London Business School, and now here. We're about halfway through the product, and it's really about doing closed testing for the next couple of months, trying out different groups of people, different settings like conferences, networking events, exhibitions, running our own tests to make sure that we know how this product is evolving. And then we'll open it in about June or July. It should be fully finished with about twice as much stuff in it, looking way nicer, and we'll run with it. That's Bloop, the product in a nutshell. If you have any questions, because usually when I say to people, nobody gets it. They're like, okay, so what, this is like Facebook on my phone. Ask me questions, like it's okay, you're not supposed to get it first go, or ask me whatever you want to know.